In this lesson, we will continue with rational functions by finding horizontal asymptotes. The definition: the line y equals c is called a horizontal asymptote of the graph of a function y equals f of x if, as x approaches negative infinity, or as x approaches infinity, f of x approaches c. In this graph of a function with a horizontal asymptote, we can see that as x approaches negative infinity, f of x approaches 1, and as x approaches positive infinity, f of x approaches 1, we say that y equals 1 is the horizontal asymptote for this graph of the function y equals f of x. Location of horizontal asymptotes. Suppose r is a rational function and r of x equals p of x over q of x, where p and q are polynomial functions with leading coefficients a and b respectively. If the degree of p of x is the same as the degree of q of x, then y equals a over b is the horizontal asymptote of the graph of y equals r of x. So let's look at an example. What this is telling us is that for g of x, which is equal to x squared minus x minus 2 over x squared plus x minus 2, the degree of the numerator is 2 and the degree of the denominator is 2. If the degree of the numerator is equal to the degree of the denominator, then the horizontal asymptote will be equal to the leading coefficient of the numerator, 1 in this case, over the leading coefficient of the denominator, also 1. So our horizontal asymptote here will be y equals 1. If we look at a graph of the function g of x, we can see that indeed y equals 1 is a horizontal asymptote. Let's look at the case where the degree of the numerator is less than the degree of the denominator. In that case, y equals 0 is the horizontal asymptote of the graph. As an example, r of x equals 2x plus 2 over x squared plus 4x plus 3. The degree of the numerator is 1 here. The degree of the denominator is 2. The degree of the numerator is less than the degree of the denominator, so our horizontal asymptote will be y equals 0, as you can see on the graph of the function. Let's next look at the case where the degree of the numerator is greater than the degree of the denominator. In that case, we will have no horizontal asymptotes. As an example, h of x equals x squared over x minus 2. The degree of the numerator is 2. The degree of the denominator is 1. So we will have no horizontal asymptotes. As you can see on the graph, what we do have here is a slant or oblique asymptote, and we'll look at some more at those a little bit later. Try on your own. Find the horizontal asymptote of the rational function h of x equals negative 3x squared plus 12x minus 11 over x squared minus 4x plus 4.